Happy Friday, friends, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Wrestling Remarks, where you get your wrestling scoops, no slams though, no slams, with your favorite marks. If you followed us before, technically this is our second episode, which has been long overdue. For those who are new to the show, I'm your host, Chris.
And I'm your co-host, Pat.
And so we got a lot of things to get into with this whole weekend being just filled with wrestling. Also, just a disclaimer, you won't hear too much about AEW on here. I stopped watching a while back, and I don't want to criticize something I don't watch, in other words.
Yeah.
I hate to go down that rabbit hole and say something when I'm not even paying attention to the product. So just to let everybody know, but if we get enough requests for it, maybe, just maybe, we'll watch AEW again. It's been since, what was it, like 2022 that I stopped watching?
I stopped watching when Puck left. I'll be honest with you. And I wasn't really even watching then, but
yeah, you were just watching highlights and then whatever
I really
you could
was.
catch. Yeah.
MJF is still the GOAT, though. That's all I gotta say.
I don't know. I just seen that he's with that Hurt Syndicate now, and I don't know how I feel about that. MJF should be on his own, I feel like, and then just adding him to that just kind of waters it down a little bit. But that's just my perspective, and I'm not watching the show, so I can't exactly judge based off of the show itself. But MJF's a great talent, and I would like to see him just do his own thing with nothing dumb.
Segue.
But anyways, let's go ahead and get into Raw, as Rollins kicked off Raw. It wasn't kicked off without a hitch before, though, because after a long, annoying sing-along,
whoa!
The Oracle, Paul Heyman, grabbed the mic for Rollins, but it was intercepted by Breakker, which we were talking about when we got here. It makes you think that possibly there's already a rift and they're going to go that direction with that team. But anyways, the irate Breakker questioned why fans supported Sami Zayn, stating that he has the quote-unquote athleticism of a dead fish. He also claimed that the group share division, in which he is the face of the WWE for the next 2 decades. Reed ended up adding to this and matched Braun's intensity, boasting on how he gained Rollins' respect after hitting him with 6 tsunamis last year, finishing with, "I'm gonna tsunami the respect into Jey Uso just like I did with Rollins," end quote. Now, Heyman did take center stage right after, saying the Empire strikes back, he said, on accident. And then he corrected himself, saying Empire tonight strikes first, which was a shot at Roman Reigns, saying Reigns didn't have the balls to step to them. Now, Paul announced that Seth would take on Penta and told the fans that after Rollins was done with him, he wouldn't be able to do his stupid signs anymore. Rollins finally got the mic, but by that time it seemed like maybe time was up, and all he said was "Welcome to Monday Night Rollins." So I would assume that this is just laying the groundwork for when they implode, because now Rollins didn't even get to say anything. You know, that's the direction I get from it. Like, oh, his guys took the mic and spoke over him, and now he only has this little section to say "Welcome to Monday Night Rollins."
You know, I wasn't even thinking about like the dynamic of what you said about them imploding, because I was blown away by Braun Breaker's promo. He did a really good job. Like, he did a really, really good job. You know, his movements, his mannerisms, the voice crack is what got me. You know, because he was just like, I was so frustrated by, Sami Zayn, my voice crack.
He's able to pick it back up. That's what I've always liked about Braun Breaker, and he just seems more comfortable on the mic these days as opposed to when he first started in NXT. And I was talking to you about this earlier. I wasn't necessarily too keen on them even having Breaker in the group, or even Bronson for that matter, because I feel like both of those two talents can stand on their own. And I think that's probably what they're showing here, where, you know, they're already butting heads because they want the mic, they want to talk, they want to say their piece, and it's just gonna end up imploding eventually, which I would assume would be with the title, but who knows?
Yeah, well, like I was telling you earlier too, like I feel like this is a reverse Uno card version of the Evolution, you know, because Braun and Bronson don't need, you know, a Triple H or a Ric Flair. They're not like, they already paid their dues, man. Like they already showed themselves worthy of being the top faces of the WWE for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I don't see why that would be considered as a thing, but at the same time, you think about Evolution. Yeah, they weren't that big by the time they were in Evolution.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you think about it to where Triple H and Ric Flair were, you know, the main guys that were teaching these up and comers. And the way they did it was Evolution was Ric Flair was the past, and then Trips was the future. So if you put it in that perspective, is that indicating that Paul Heyman's the past?
Yeah.
And Rollins is present and their future.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I get it, but we've already known the future is pretty much what I'm trying to say.
I got you. Of course, on the topic of Rollins, he and Becky Lynch's beach home was hit at 3 a.m. Tuesday morning. Of course, both were currently on the road, so nobody was home at the time, thankfully. The rear sliding glass door, I guess, was broken to gain entry, and cash was taken from the home. There has been no arrests, but there are ongoing investigations. It was extremely unfortunate for the two. Oh, that was my phone falling out of my pocket.
People just need to get a life, man. Or get your own, something like that.
Or get your own. Yeah, it's a shame. At least nobody was home, but at the same time, it's like that those one robbers that did hit Hollywood and all that not that long ago. They were kids, and they were looking at where they were gonna be and going and hitting their houses while they were out on tour or doing things like that. So obviously this could be part of, well, not part of that, but
another instance.
But another instance like that. They know that Rollins and Lynch are going to be gone, so that's the perfect time to hit the house. But then you wonder how they found out. And the internet's a crazy place, man. The internet's a crazy damn place. I mean, Becky posts from there. That's about it. I know she posted not that long ago at their beach home. It's over there in California itself. I think San Bernardino, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, some crazy stuff. Cut to the Judgment Day's locker room segment, though, which featured a Shrine of Liv. I thought that was a pretty nice touch. Raquel wasn't too keen on the idea, though. Roxanne says she made it for Dirty Dom. Raquel said that she's still alive and recovering, but Finn brings up the time he dislocated his shoulder and how it took 8 months to rehab that injury, indicating she wouldn't be back anytime soon. Raquel ended up telling Roxanne to focus on Kyrie. Roxy replied with, "I got you, partner," to which Raquel said it was too soon. When it's all said and done, Dom thanks the crew for the get well soon cake, but when he takes a closer look, he notices it says from AJ. Styles obviously comedically pops his head in with the whole "I got my eyes on you" gesture and disappears as Dom reaches for his doctor's note.
Hey.
The doctor's note cracks me up. I love it.
I'm not cleared. I got a note.
Other than that, the Liv thing, you think that's going to play in anytime soon? Do you think Liv will be able to recover anytime soon?
I don't know. I think she's going to be gone for a minute. They might even like put her on screen with like a sling or something. She just might come back just to be like, you know, backstage before she comes back.
Talking with them.
Yeah, but I feel
I can see that.
I feel by the time she comes back, Roxanne and Raquel are gonna be close, and then she's gonna just show up one day, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's you,
RCW sisters."
We just forget it. We just forgot about you." That is true. Dang.
Kyrie and Roxanne, though, on this match, it seemed like they didn't have anything really going. They had quite a bit of miscommunication in their match that would leave you scratching your head at times.
Yeah.
And it kind of took me out of it. Zayn hit Perez with the Alabama Slam, but Raquel pulled Roxanne out of the ring. So Kyrie dove onto Raquel, giving Perez the opportunity to attack Zayn, tossing her back in the ring. Roxy attempted a pop rocks, but was blocked by Zayn, who hit a backslide for the 3. So the pair attacked Kyrie, of course, after the match. And Asuka came out for the save, which everybody was pretty happy about there at Raw. They popped for her. I don't want to see Kabuki Warriors anymore, to be honest with you, but I love me some Asuka.
Like the whole Kyrie and Roxanne match, I feel like they should have slowed down. They had like those two really bad botches. You know,
that was quite a bit.
Well, I mean, the ones that was noticeable, like the
the ones that
the Hurricanrana one was bad. Like
the ones that you can visually see for a while.
Yes,
where it's like
what? It like time slowed down for those two that I saw, and I mean, like of course, you know the old saying, less is more. Like if it didn't fit, you should not get it. You know?
Yeah,
and like you said, I don't want to see the Kabuki Warriors come back. Like. I rather. I mean, the women's tag team division is already like non-existent, you know. So,
I mean, that could be why they're trying to do this. They're trying to build up that division because, like you said, the division is really small in terms of the tag division.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of tag teams, and they don't have a lot of tag teams that mesh together well either.
Yeah, it seems like they're kind of going that direction, especially with Evolution coming up and having those matches, which we'll get into a little later on. But I hope they do figure that whole thing out, because if you're gonna have women's tag team titles, you gotta have viable talent to fight for those titles, not just some legend that comes back and teams up with someone who's star right now, or anything like that, like something that just seems organic. Anyways, cut to Zayn being interviewed, where he says he needs to pay attention to Breaker tonight and he'll deal with Cross later. Scarlett would pop up and just stalk Sammy as he walks away. Transition to AP's office as he informs American Made that El Grande Americano has a match. Brutus Creed says that's impossible since Gable is hurt. So Julius responded by smacking him upside the head, and Pierce says Americano requested the match himself. Ivy also was granted a spot in the Battle Royal at Evolution.
It's so good.
That was.
But Chad Gable. Let's get this straight. Chad Gable is not El Grande Americano.
Yeah, why else would he be there? Like, wrestling,
exactly,
and requesting matches.
Exactly. Thank you. Gracias.
So after that, Asuka and Kyrie showed up to request a match against the tag champs at Evolution. The Kabuki Warriors stand to reunite and compete in a fatal 4-way for the Women's Tag Championship against Raquel and Roxanne, along with Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and Zaruka. Saria and Soruka from NXT.
Okay.
Breaker and Zayn is set to take place after this. And when Sammy's trying to make his way to the ring, he is interrupted by none other than Karrion Kross, who got a roaring reception, which was nice to see. Once again, he has been getting these chants, and I noticed that it was cut out of the Netflix one, because one time that I was watching, out of nowhere, Kross and Scarlett popped on screen and then they went away.
Yeah, they had like
And
a
I
little
was like,
promo
what
later
the
on
hell?
on YouTube.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was everybody was chanting, "We want Cross," and he's like, "Well, you got me, I'm here."
Yeah,
Which is unfortunate that they're cutting that out of Netflix.
I mean, maybe they didn't have like, some time, but they don't have a time.
Exactly.
So I mean, it doesn't make any sense. But I mean, I guess they want online content too.
Either that, or they did it on purpose to be like, oh, they don't. So fans like us could be like, oh, they don't want to have him go over.
Yeah, well, he's over,
and then that makes him get even more over. You know what I'm saying? So that could possibly be.
He got his #1 in t-shirt sales right now too.
Yeah, I heard about that. He ended up beating Sammy with that pipe once again as fans chanted "We want Cross" all throughout the arena, and turns out they waited for him outside after the show and continued those chants. So it's lovely to see people finally getting behind Cross, because we've been behind Cross since
it's Vince's fault.
Forever.
Fam. It's Vince's fault. That's all I want to say. Vince put him in that wannabe Doomslayer suit.
But coming back from break, Sammy pleads his case with Adam Pearce, saying that he's good to compete, but he wasn't good at all. Braun came out and dominated, attacking the injured ribs of Zayn. Sammy made a brief comeback, but when he jumped off the top, Breaker met him with a vicious spear. Then another one at ringside. Sammy rolled out. After Sammy rolled out, and then of course, what does DJ Khaled say? Another one. So he hit him again inside the ring, pinned him 1, 2, 3.
I mean, Braun Breaker is a future. I just gotta say one thing: I'm sick of him fighting Sami Zayn. I done seen enough of them fighting back and forth.
He is too.
I know,
apparently.
Like he's like, I already beat this dude 1,000,000 times. He got lucky once. Come on.
Yeah, I love his spears though. I think his are some of the best spears.
I forgot who said it. It was like a legend or somebody. I was watching the video. They said that they should just like take the spear away from everybody and just give it to Braun.
You must have read that because Bill Goldberg said that not that long ago.
Oh, dang. I just quoted Goldberg. Oh. Well, I mean, it's the truth. That's how
Well, yeah.
I agree.
I understand. But, I mean, it's so synonymous with a lot of people now that what can you do?
Bro,
the gore.
Jey Uso does a freaking spear.
Yeah, but it's not like it's his finisher.
He got like 4. Sleeper hold, super kick, finisher.
Nah, I wouldn't count those as his finishers.
Then he got way too many signature moves. one of the two.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying. But when you think about it, like you think about Spear, you think about, of course, Goldberg. You think about Edge. You think about the gore. You think about Bobby Lashley.
Braun
Breaker.
I like, but Braun has the best spear in the game.
I think it moves.
Yeah.
Moves. But anyway, as we came back, the War Raiders are in the locker room telling AP not to forget about them. And to the right, you see the New Day dressed in all black with veils on, mourning the tag division. They said Pierce killed the tag division, giving the Judgment Day a title shot, and swiftly demanded a rematch. But the Raiders reminded New Day when they tried to invoke their rematch, New Day said there is no automatic rematches. That's when Becky walks into the frame, of course, to tease her next upcoming segment, and she, just agrees with them with their stance on Pierce being the worst and praise them for getting rid of Big E as she makes her way to the ring. But the New Day's Black Veils thing was,
dude,
it was amazing.
It was great. It was great. Like you can't hate the New Day, bro.
When Lynch made her way to the ring, she asked, of course, how Bayley and Lyra can pin each other simultaneously and still get a shot at the title. She wonders why she couldn't pick her own opponent like Io and Tiffy did. Becky is then interrupted by Bayley, who's then interrupted by Lyra, who shoulder checks Bayley on the way to the ring. And Becky tried to turn them on against one another. You know, she tried to say, oh, well, she replaced you so quickly and this and that. To which Lyra was like, let's remind you that Becky's the one that attacked Bayley.
Yeah.
And Becky called me later to fill that spot. So, of course, they all get into it. Bayley calls Lyra a little B for raising Becky's hand. And that's when I think it was Lyra that tries to hit Becky. Or not Becky, that tries to hit Bayley. And Bayley moves. She ends up hitting Becky. Of course, they end up fighting after Becky gets caught in the crossfire. Bayley and Lyra trade blows. Becky swung on Lyra and ate a Nightwing after Valkyria ducked. And Bayley made the same mistake, ate a Nightwing as well. So, another one.
I'm honestly not invested in this match. Like, I really think Lyra needs to work on her promo skills. Like, she's not bad, but a lot of the things she says does fall flat sometimes.
Yeah, I get what you're going there.
Yeah.
Her work is great. I haven't had much complaints. There's some times where it's like she needs to slow down, but
I feel like she's doing a good job. She's doing her job and everything, but I feel like they just kind of like threw her in too quickly. You know what I'm saying? For her to gain rapport with the fans and stuff.
Yeah,
like that too.
I feel like they should have gave her a little more time to cook before they gave her that title.
Yeah, a lot. And then Becky, I mean, I don't know. I think she just needs a new gimmick, fam. The man hasn't came around in a long time.
I mean, she still cracks me up, to be honest. Like the whole Big E
that was
comment had me cracking up. When she kind of gets into her little like mocking when she's in the ring, like when she's mocking people, it just cracks me up every single time. But cut to backstage once again. Breaker looks upset, so Seth checks on him. Braun asks what they are going to do about Cross because people are going to think that he couldn't beat Sammy without him. Now, Seth says there's no need to worry because nobody likes Cross. That's when Heyman walks in to inform the crew that Zayn is out indefinitely. Rollins asks Reed what he's laughing about after when they're Sammy. And Bronson, excuse me. Bronson ends up, getting real serious. Seth says, I hear that Jay is still in perfectly good health. Reed responds, he's not going to be when I'm done with him. So, coming back from commercial, Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed is underway, and Reed is taking control of the match. Uso had a nice comeback at the end, but at ringside, he ended up introducing this commentary table that he set a groggy Reed on and super kicked him off. Uso rolled back into the ring to break up the countout, but when he went to go dive, he was met by that commentary chair, getting the disqualification. Reed hit him with 2 massive tsunamis before officials stepped in.
Squash match.
I mean,
somewhat.
Not really.
No, literally squash.
Almost all these matches on this card were about 8 minutes at the most. Oh. I actually sat there.
You counted.
Yeah. A lot of these matches were only 8.
Yeah, they didn't last for. I mean, there's a lot more promos done than wrestling, which is okay.
I mean, it gets to a point where it's annoying, but at the same time, they need that time on the mic to brush up on their promo skills too.
Yeah.
But
because you're learning even when you're working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ooh,
you dropped everything today.
That was Hulk's fault. Not Hogan. We don't do that around here.
Hogan must pose. That was funny.
But what do you think about Jay? Do you think they're gonna write him off too, like they did Sammy? Because their whole mission statement was pretty much to hurt everybody.
I mean, we'll see. I really want to say no. I mean, at this point, I don't dislike Jey Uso, but that dude's an attraction now. So it's like you kind of like have to have.
Yeah, I get that because I hate the whole yeet thing.
Yeah,
just like I hate the whole whoa that goes on for like 5 freaking minutes or so. At least it feels
at
like
least Seth don't.
Do you know how many times I've fallen asleep to people doing that for Seth's song? Because he does do it a really long time. I don't care if you don't restart it. He does it long as hell.
Yeah, he lets it soak in even when the music's off.
Yeah.
I mean, they do that a lot, though. They do it with Cody.
And then here I am. Oh, damn. Has the match started yet? No.
Oh, no. What? We watched something a while back, and it literally took them like 10, 15 minutes to fight because the crowd was chanting, bro. And they were trying
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, no. I think I
get how you let them chant and you get that feel in the air,
big fight feel.
Yeah, and you let it simmer. But sometimes they just do it way too long.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, y'all need to be quiet. Like, they just need like Triple H with like the little conductor stick and be like, Finn.
Cut to the next part. It was just LA Knight and Rhea having like their pre-tape promos.
Yeah,
I didn't mind those packages that they played. They were pretty cool.
Those were good.
LA Knight, of course, vowed to beat Rollins at Saturday night's main event in that little segment. Rhea said Io has always had her number, but at Evolution she will become women's world champion. You have a gripe about that?
I do. I'm not a gripe. I love Rhea Ripley. I just don't
want to see people get tired.
Yeah, I know they won't. It's just like that's how I feel about like who was like that.
Jay.
Nah.
I mean,
kind of like Becky, because we've had conversations where like I'm like, oh, it's Becky, and they're like, oh, you pop for that? Like, I don't want it to be like that.
Yeah.
I don't want her to have like a good moment and then it's like, oh, Rhea's back or Rhea's champion again. Because then it just.
Well, I mean, it's not like Rhea disappeared. Of course, Becky had her whole thing because Seth impregnated her and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Well, I'm just saying it's just like I don't want that to happen. Like her be over, but then some people be like, oh, I'm tired of her.
I get it.
She always wins. I mean, dude, she's like the best right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you mean. I understand.
Like I want her to win. Like I need Kyrie to not have that belt. Not Kyrie. Io Sky. Io Shirai.
Oh, I know. I hate that. That's her name, Io Sky. That name just trips me up every time, no matter what. Especially the way it's spelled. I'm so used to like sending you guys a text about something, and I put IO, Io, because that's how it was originally. But whatever. But the whole Jey Uso thing. Back to that topic, like it obviously works. I hate it. We hate it. But it clearly works.
Yeah.
And when you look through the eyes of those there and then the kids there, they're losing their minds, having the time of their life.
I mean, because they're like, I gotta think about it too, because like when we were younger, like Ray would come out and pick a fan for the mask, or Brett would give kids glasses. So like I get that. Like it's like that's dope. So that's the only reason I don't have too much of a gripe with it, but. As a fan, I mean, he can make it to the ring, just don't run it back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that I do hate, but what can you do? The people clearly like it. My kids like it. That's another way that I look at it too. Is I don't look at it from the perspective of just what I think about it.
I just want to know what
I see what my kids like too, and then I understand, like...
we used to be there, We used to pop for freaking Al Snow bringing out a head.
I used to pop for Bill Goldberg, okay?
Ugh.
I was a kid.
Ugh. Goldberg was cool, but We're adults now.
I've showed you that picture that I found, and I'm wearing a Goldberg shirt before I even moved over here.
That's funny. I'm never gonna let you live that down now,
bro. I used to have a WCW notebook and WCW pencils that had Goldberg on them.
Man, so speaking of Goldberg,
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Did you pop for him showing up too, or what?
Nah.
Don't lie. You're like, I used to have that notebook and pencil, bro. I'm so happy he's coming back for his last match.
But we are getting to that here after the whole El Grande Americano and Dragon Lee match.
Yes.
There really was nothing going on here as to like, don't get me wrong, it was a good match. It was a decent match. I don't really have complaints. It was a quick pace 8-minute match that honestly just could have been a throwaway match.
Yeah.
Like there was no need to have it on the card. But I do enjoy me some El Grande Americano content. So I'm not too upset about it. I just look at it in the sense of, does it really need to be there?
It doesn't, but I just need everybody to know that Chad Gable is not the second greatest luchador of all time who is El Grande Americano, because the first greatest luchador of all time is Dirty Dom.
Of course, he won by loading his mask, El Grande Americano usually does. He did grow quite a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he got like knee replacement surgery or some lifts or something.
I heard he ate a mushroom.
He could have.
But as we were talking about Goldberg earlier, now we get into Gunther coming out to besmirch Goldberg some more. The car burnout that interrupted him was dumb as hell.
Yeah. I
don't understand. If you're really after someone, you're not gonna sit there and burn out in a car and then walk slow as hell to the ring. You're gonna walk with some damn purpose.
I was thinking that like before he like drifted into the arena, did he like hit his head on the window or something like that?
That's messed up.
Or like he was like hitting the horn like beep beep beep, and to get locked in. Because that walk was really slow. Like this dude's contemplating. Like
it was.
Yeah,
I didn't care for how they set that up.
And his shirt is horrible.
He should have just. I don't mind it. It reminds me of the old. What's that rat's name? It's like it's from Hot Rod and like motorcycle culture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a huge character.
Okay.
And his is kind of like a spin-off of that because it's the same exact art style. But of course, Goldberg came to the ring after a long ass walk, slaps the mic out of Gunther's hand. Gunther's right hook is blocked, and Goldberg hits a hook of his own, setting Gunther up for the spear, but Gunther instead ducks up out of the ring. Now, the punch, did you see it?
Yeah.
The Gunther punch. It was so bad.
Oh, I mean, I thought.
Yeah, when like you could tell that it was supposed to be blocked, so he just like went with the lightest, most like slow punch I've ever seen Gunther throw, and it just none of it looked.
Maybe good. He doesn't want to hurt Oldberg, bro. He doesn't want to put him on the shelf, like for real. Yeah, everybody popped for him so bad. Like, I mean, not bad, but I get it. Like, he's a legend. But man, dude, like, let's be honest with each other. He's had a lot of bad matches.
Yeah, I see it in that perspective.
I get it. Like, let's say Stone Cold had a bunch of bad matches, but everybody loves Stone Cold, and that's not true. Every Stone Cold match was a banger. Like, from what I can remember, imagine Stone Cold just dropping people on his heads or just being unsafe.
I mean, it's not like
back and popping.
It's not like Goldberg meant to. He just knocked himself silly.
No, just not
Taker silly.
I get that. I'm not just talking about Taker, but there's been a lot of stories of him like being unsafe. I mean, his biggest rival is freaking Bret Hart. I just love that dynamic. It's funny.
I love how Bret Hart just tears him apart.
that Bill Goldberg, like.
But I mean, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, yeah, wrestling is about wrestling, but it's also about other things.
Yeah, like,
and that's where Bill Goldberg would say.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
was just how he looked like a guy you didn't want to mess with. He looked like, and acted like he would just tear things up. I remember him back in the day when it would be on WCW, just like busting out of cuffs and all kinds of stuff. Like he just had that.
He was a badass.
Yeah. So at the same time, there's going to be people who aren't that well versed in wrestling moves per se, because you could say the same thing about Cena having only a few moves.
Cena's GOAT though. I'm just playing.
Like,
I feel that.
But his promos, all that stuff, packaged into one is just.
No. I mean, total respect for Goldberg. Like he's a legend regardless. But I'm happy he's having his last match. He needs to ride off in the sunset. That's great.
I'm just hoping he does the job too.
That's what I'm worried about.
Whenever Goldberg came out during Monday Night Raw, I was sitting there chanting, Walter. I hope they do the Gunther thing like that, dude. I want to see that happen for their match.
I hope they have a good match, dude. I really do. I hope that Gunther, makes him look as good as he can.
I think he's going to be able to make him look good and make them look good as a whole.
Just imagine.
I feel like
it's not going to be a squash match. It's going to be a legit match. Like these dudes are going to have to freaking. Goldberg's going to have to bring it. Like I can see Goldberg going for a spear into a drop kick or like just a bunch of cool stuff. That they could do.
Yeah, I get. I mean. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. I'm not too keen on Goldberg going for the title. Maybe have like a farewell match with someone else. But, I mean, this is what we got. So, we're going to see how it plays out.
Yes.
And finally, at the end of the show, Rollins meets Penta. The match quickly ends up ringside after a super kick from Penta, who then takes control on the outside until Rollins makes a quick comeback after he ducked like a chop. I believe he smacked the post.
Yes.
That's when Rollins made his little comeback. Penta did regain the upper hand, taking it back in the ring. They exchange the momentum back and forth, during which Rollins wipes his blood on Penta's mask. I love that part.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
It seemed like Penta almost had it, but Rollins hit a headbutt below the belt as Penta was going for the package pile driver and hunched over. Penta ate the mat as Rollins hit the stomp.
This match was okay. Like, it wasn't bad. I just know that they could do, like, down the line, they're going to have a great match.
Oh, yeah. This is just a setup.
Yeah, dude. I mean, because Seth is the best wrestler on the roster. Like, he's a workhorse, all that stuff. Penta, not everything Penta does looks good.
Yeah.
He needs to slow down. Like, that's his only thing. Like, I'm not going to say, like, oh, he needs to stop wrestling like he's in AEW, because he's not. He slowed down a lot.
Yeah.
But some things he needs to take his time with. I see he rushes sometimes,
Mm-hmm. I get what you mean. He does still have those like little quirks, those indie quirks, if you would say.
I mean, and everybody has them. Even professional.
Rollins still has his little quirks.
That's never gonna go away.
Penta's DLC is actually set to release on the 23rd, by the way.
I'm excited for New Jack to be on 2K.
Yes, it'll include. You ruined it.
Sorry, I had to.
It'll also include KSI, Bull Nakano, Jordan Grace, and New Jack. Another cool piece of info comes from Brian Williams of WWE 2K, who tweeted out, quote, when New Jack is released with DLC Pack 3, he'll come with 2 entrance motions. One, he uses the normal rule one-on-one matches, and the other is a special entrance that he'll use for non-DQ one-on-one match types. Both entrances are great, but the one he uses for non-DQ match types is amazing, as New Jack will make his way to the ring dragging a garbage can full of weapons. Jack tosses the garbage can into the ring, and the weapons go flying everywhere.
Yeah.
When the match starts, the garbage can is spilled, and the spilled weapons will be in play. And his entrance theme will continue to play throughout the match. For those not familiar with New Jack, this is not a bug, it's a feature. End quote.
Fire. It reminds me of what you were saying. Reminds me of when Raven used to come out with a shopping cart, and then you can use all the weapons in the shop. That's fire, dude. Like, awesome. I didn't mean to ruin it, but I had to.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's exciting.
New Jack was supposed to be the last one brought up because he's the main attraction of
yes.
that. I mean, for me at least. I mean, I do love Jordan Grace.
I don't know about KSI. I know you love KSI.
No, I don't. I didn't even know who the hell KSI was until he showed up at WWE. This week's NXT kicked off with Ricky Starks in a gauntlet match against Vanity Project.
Ricky who?
Did I say Starks?
Yeah.
Saints, excuse me, sorry.
I call him Ricky Stanks.
But he was in a gauntlet match with the Vanity Project from Evolve. Saints defeated Brad Baylor in 2 minutes with a flying elbow, followed by a tornado DDT. Another 2 minutes went by, and another one bites the dust as Ricky Saints beats Ricky Smokes with the atomic drop, followed by a roll-up. Saints then beats Evolve champion Jackson Drake in about 3 minutes, raising his knees as Drake went for the swanton, followed by a clothesline and a Rochambeau to earn the right to pick the stipulation at the Great American Bash against Ethan Page. Now, Saints ended up opting for a Falls Count Anywhere match as he goes for the North American Championship this Saturday.
Ricky Stanks. Ethan Page and Ricky Stanks, man. That's me. I keep saying Stanks. That's not his name. Saints. This was my first time in a long time watching NXT. Like, I watched some highlights if I'm interested, but I watched NXT because Chris said I had to watch NXT. You know, so I saw a lot of new people, a lot of things like it's just new to me, like, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody when I used to watch NXT is on the main roster, you know, or somewhere else, you know. But I did enjoy this. I do like all the matches, you know, because, you know, tests your endurance and all that stuff like that.
Well, and it makes Ricky look good going into the match too.
Yes.
No Quarter Catch Crew has their match next. Tavion Heights gets to leave the crew if he wins. After a good few minutes of wrestling, Charlie Dempsey tripped up Heights at the top of the steps, which resulted in Tavion getting his knee stuck between the steps and the ring post. Taking advantage of the situation, Dempsey stomps out the knee of Heights against the steps. Throwing him back in the ring, Dempsey focuses on the knee with a single leg crab. Tavion Heights fights to get to the ropes. Charlie just keeps pulling him back and reapplying the crab until he slaps on some kind of modified STF.
Yeah, that looked crazy.
But Tavion would not give up, and Ren St. Clair ultimately opted to throw in the towel, giving Dempsey the victory. Now, I'm kind of happy about this, but at the same time, I'm not. I guess I could say I just didn't want to see these two turn on each other just yet. Yeah. I love the No Quarter Catch Crew and what they're doing. I just wish they would move to the main roster already, to be honest with you.
I don't know. Charlie Dempsey needs to be there. Like, that dude can wrestle.
Oh, I know. I love Charlie Dempsey.
Like, he's gonna be a world champion one day. Like, I just know he is.
I mean, I'm sure it's gonna happen. It keeps me wondering when, because he's been there for a good while now. At least I feel like it has been. But we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe this breakup of No Quarter Catch Crew results in that.
I think
it makes me wonder where Ren St. Clair is gonna fall in all of this. She's like probably one of my favorites in the No Quarter Catch Crew just because she's hilarious.
She's from RCW too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, we saw her when we went to go see Jericho. Well, Foggy. That was 2019.
Before everything went to crap.
I don't know if that was one of her first matches, but I know she was still in school at the time because that was featuring Hybrid School of Wrestling. So
that was a good show.
Yeah, it was a great show. We got to talk to Jazz and whatnot.
Oh yeah, Jazz. Thank you, baby. Well, I got you, girl.
Well, because she lives out here too.
Yeah,
and she runs the Texas NWA thing.
It's called Dog Pound Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, it's part of NWA.
Yeah.
Now, moving forward, we had Mike Santana and Joe Hendry taking on High Rise. The team of Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe, accompanied by Wesley as usual. They led a decent match, but there seemed to be a little bit of miscommunication there. There was a point where it seemed like Mike Santana was supposed to run in and stop the count, but I can't remember if it was DuPont or Igwe that was in the way, and Joe Hendry ended up having to kick out. I don't know if you saw that. It was really awkward because Santana even like pushed him.
Okay.
And then the ref finally told him to, get on his side because he wasn't the legal man.
I did not notice that.
Yeah, it was real odd. It
sounds I do not remember that.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those ones. If you blink,
you missed it. Yeah.
But Wes distracted the ref later on, causing Trickene to attack Joe Hendry, but since Santana was legal man, he took out Lee off the top rope, apron, excuse me, and from there he hit the spin the block and pinned Tyson for the 3. Trick ended up attacking Santana after the bout. Hendry came in to get some offense before being shut down. High Rise, West, and Trick stood tall in the end, with Williams hoisting the TNA title over the incapacitated Hendry and Santana.
It's because Trick doesn't believe, bro. That's why. He needs to believe, all right? And
I love Santana's reception. Like, the reception they're giving him.
It's crazy, though. I'm not going to lie. I never thought I'd see Mike Santana wrestling for WWE.
I always wanted to see that because I loved the whole LAX storyline that they did.
That was
TNA, and then them having to fight the original LAX. That was chef's kiss.
Yeah, my boy Hernandez, my boy Homicide.
Yeah, so I mean, I've always been keen on Mike Santana, and when he went to AEW, I followed Proud and Powerful there for a little bit until things kind of just got too convoluted, and it was just like, oh well. But then him and Ortiz ended up breaking up. Apparently, they had a chance to sign with WWE when they signed with AEW, because Ortiz was talking about it in an interview not that long ago. He said that they had the chance. They decided to go with AEW, and that he's enjoying, seeing Mike Santana succeed over here and being in the bigger spotlight.
Yeah, I mean, they fumbled that ball, but I mean, maybe it was for the best.
The Inner Circle killed Proud and Powerful. That's what it was. The whole
Jericho.
A lot of Jericho's stuff killed a lot of people.
Drink it in, man.
And I used to love Jericho. Now it's just like, after he killed almost every act that I like. It's like, what the hell? But anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, a package played for Yoshiki Inamura, showing the support from fellow Japanese talent. To tease the following confrontation between him and Obafemi, they showed some pro wrestling Noah talent, the Great Muda, Io, I think was part of it too, right? So, I mean, they have a lot to back this guy right now. I enjoy his style of wrestling. I don't really enjoy what they've been doing with him with Josh Briggs. And kind of making him like goofy-ish.
I was confused because I didn't know who was fighting Obafemi at first. Because I was like, is it this Josh Briggs dude or is it the Chinese guy or Japanese guy? This is my first time seeing Nomura, right? This is his name?
Yeah, Inamura.
That's my first time seeing him. So I was like, so who is he fighting? Because why is this dude in his face? And this dude's like, you know what I mean? He looks like his manager, kind of. It looks weird. It doesn't look like, you know?
Yeah. They ended up, of course, going to the ring. Inamura said he was ready for his match, to which Obafemi stated Inamura isn't qualified to take his title. Josh Briggs claims Inamura is, quote, going to beat your ass. I will do everything in my power to make sure he leaves champion, end quote. Femi then warns Briggs, who ends up swinging on Oba, but ducks and hits his own punch and a clothesline over the top rope, to where Inamura ends up slamming Obafemi before officials came out to separate them. That one quote from Josh Briggs makes me wonder if they are going to put the title on Inamura. Because he says, I'll do everything in my power.
Yeah, probably gonna like jump in.
Interfere
before them.
I would feel like that's the only way you're gonna take the title from Obafemi, because if you do it any other way, you're gonna make him look weak, and you built this guy up to be a monster.
I hope
forever.
If he does lose, he goes to the main roster.
I want him in the main.
He needs to be, dude. Obafemi is that dude. He has an aura, everything.
Yeah,
he's definitely gonna be a freaking star.
But next we saw Kalani Jordan facing Laney Reed in an impromptu match due to their confrontation in the locker room, where Reed thought she should be included in Evolution despite being only there for a cup of coffee. So Jordan didn't like that. Reed's reaction time was a bit awkward and slowing down the match near the beginning, and especially on spots that required that speed, which kind of I was taken aback from, but it seemed like the nerves may have started to dwindle down mid-match because she seemed more comfortable and her work looked a lot more fluid. Kalani Jordan was able to gain the upper hand with a flurry of shots, all while limping. Jordan was met at the top rope where the two exchanged forearms, sending Reed back into the canvas. Kalani followed up with a split leg moonsault for the win. This makes me wonder if possibly she was in fact hurt, because even that split leg moonsault when she springboarded, you could tell she was ginger on her on her ankle, that ankle that she was limping for probably about half the match, I want to say. But they did have Laney Reed focusing on that body part too, so it could just be a whole work. But that's what I liked about it too, is when you can't tell.
Oh yeah, I love when they like sell injuries well.
Thea Hell ended up attacking Reed after the match because the two are feuding. Shayna Baszler actually produced this match. She was listed in the credits at the end of the show, and Bodyslam.net reported on it saying she also spent the show shadowing Oni Lorcan, and Fightful also confirmed the report, saying WWE is looking to see how she would do in that role. So that was pretty cool to know that Shayna is somewhat back in the fold. I didn't even know Oni Lorcan was a producer until I saw this news. So that's pretty cool too. It's unfortunate that we don't see him anymore wrestle, but I always liked Oney Lorcan. Javon Evans ended up getting jumped by Jasper Troy after that in medical. This was after him being assaulted earlier that night by Jasper Troy. So then they cut to the family sit down, where it comes to a conclusion that D'Angelo, Crucifino, and Stax would face each other in a triple threat as the family implodes. Now, Channing Stax Lorenzo put out a tweet that I found quite entertaining. I don't know if you saw this. It read, quote, "Now that I'm Heritage Cup champion and Dawn of NXT, I'm calling the shots for my next match. Ava, let's make one of these fights happen," end quote. He had a picture of a Heritage Cup contenders list, and on that list, number 1, Fat Lexus King.
Wow.
Number 2, Santino Marella. Number 3, Gregory Paul, Logan Paul, and Jake Paul's dad.
Okay.
Number 4, A-Train.
He wants to.
Number 5, Randy Orton Jr.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 6, Coco Beware.
Okay.
Number 7, Johnny Saint, who's like 80 something now, a retired British wrestler.
Okay.
And number 8, Mike the Situation.
Man, he gonna lose, bro. unless he hits a wall or something.
Zach is gonna come out. He's gonna start working for WWE or what?
I'm not gonna say nothing because I like that guy. So I mean, I hope he gets some work.
I wasn't making fun of him or anything. I'm just saying.
No. Like, I like Jersey Shore. Zach seems like a cool guy. Hopefully, he gets a job somewhere that somewhere good.
Somewhere good.
Because they just have my boy on Dark.
Yeah, well, I don't even think he's with them anymore.
He's not, but it was just hilarious to see.
Mike was on Dark one time, I think, to help Zach in a match.
That's horrible.
Oh, man. Well, after that, anyway.
Totally off the cuff.
Jasper Troy took to the ring to demand he'd be added to the NXT title match. Evans interrupted Troy getting his licks back before they were separated. After that, Hank and Tank defended their titles against Spears and Vance, accompanied by Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley. Dame and Paxley played a big part in this match, interfering where they saw fit, to the point where Zaria and Soruka came out to attack the two. Hank and Tank went up and set Vance for the double clothesline, but Spears sacrificed himself and got hit with an assisted power slam immediately after and took the pin.
You said you don't like Hank and Tank.
Nah, I'm not too. I don't really like them too much.
You said that they remind you of Heavy Machine.
See, but I loved Heavy Machinery though.
Tucky.
I loved Heavy Machinery. They were funny. Hank and Tank, I find obnoxious.
Yeah. I mean,
like the way they overreact and overact is like, I don't care for it.
I always think every time I see Joanne Evans, because we were talking about him earlier.
Well, you hate him?
No. He just looks like he could be Kaisenat's older brother, bro. And then I don't know, when he wrestles, bro, just like, man, you too tall to be doing all these flips, man. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Oh, I know.
He's like crazy. Super tall. I'm like, bruh, like your athleticism is crazy.
He needs to build those muscles a little more though.
Yeah,
he does.
He looks like a broomstick flying. I mean,
oh man,
I'm just being real, bro. He looks like a feather,
Anyway, to close the show, Ava announced that Parker, Vice, Jordan, Lash, Dame, Pax, and Paxley were all going to be part of the Battle Royal at Evolution Fatal Influence came out saying Ava should be talking about the NXT Women's Championship. Jordan Gray shows up saying that she'll be the new NXT Women's Champ. Lash Legend then comes out saying that she's going to win the Battle Royal. Then Stephanie McCool shows up and it became a whole, no, I'm going to win. No, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. And blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. They brawl out and show.
I can see Stephanie winning that Battle Royal, but I swear.
You can't tell me this segment wasn't dumb as hell.
It was. Like, I'm tired. I'll tell you what I'm tired of. I'm tired of WWE trying to have these big, gigantic
brawls
because they look horrible. The ones with Punk and Seth were like my two drunk uncles trying to fight each other. You know, they've had a few like that. Like, I'm just tired of these big, gigantic brawls. They look so clunky.
Especially with this one. Like, Jada Parker came out and said a whole promo with Julia walking right next to her, talking about, I'm gonna win this thing, and Julia's in it too. It's like, who sits there and walks with the person just to go and brawl with a bunch of people? I'd have been like, what the? Smack the hell out of her. Yeah, like,
get out my face.
Exactly. Like, in a real life situation, you're not gonna sit there with someone who's talking crap about how they're gonna win the match, and you're in that match.
Nah, there's some people who be trying to talk while they fight or go into a fight. I've seen a lot, bro. I can see this being a real life scenario, but yeah, nah, it was just like, I'm tired. They just look clunky, like all of them have.
I call it the AEW ending. That's what I call it.
Okay.
That's all they used to do. You don't remember? I mean, every AEW show used to end with everybody brawling.
Yeah, or somebody making a big debut, and then they all fight. Someone getting turned on. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't.
All fight off into the sunset.
Yeah, and then the credits roll.
But we'll get into our predictions for the show here soon. We'll talk real quick about last week's SmackDown, since it's already
Thursday.
It's already Thursday. It's already a week old. But it was actually opened up with Jacob attacking Mateo and Solo, which I really enjoyed. I love the visual of Jacob pulling Solo out of the car and Solo just dangling there, looking all funny. Like that was perfect. That was perfect to sell, that he's afraid of Jacob and Jacob's trying to get at him. I love where they're going with this. We'll just have to wait and see where it goes if it goes any further. But Orton and Rhodes opened up the show in the ring, talking about their match. How Randy hesitated, but Cody didn't, and he can't hesitate to take out John Cena. Cody promises that he will do exactly that at SummerSlam when the two get interrupted by a returning Drew McIntyre, who tried to turn them against each other, kind of like Becky did with Lyra in that sense. But of course, he was met by an RKO. Drew later demanded a match against Randy, but he said Randy had already left. They'll have to have a match at Saturday night's main event. As he turns around, a quick stare down between him and Fatu happen. Jacob is told to find a partner in order to have a shot against Solo and Mateo. Bliss and Flair end up punching their tickets after that to the Evolution pay-per-view at the expense of the Secret Harvest in a triple threat with B-Fab and Michin.
I hate that freaking name.
I love the Secret Harvest.
I hate you.
You love the Secret Harvest.
If anybody does not know, Chris loves everything that I hate. I swear, it never fails.
But other than that, They ended up pinning the Secret Harvest. B-Fab and Michin were also a part of that match.
She came a long way.
B-Fab?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed B-Fab. Her scissor kicks and a lot of her kicks I enjoy because she has like really freaking long legs.
It looks good.
It looks I almost cussed. It looks really good.
I'm glad I cut you off.
But after that, the Wyatt Six defeated Berto, Gargano, Ford, and Sabin due to Gargano being too scared to tag in, thus throwing Sabin to the Wolves. The Wyatt Six actually are set to be a big part of some new content coming to WWE 2K25. Per Fightful Select, a source within 2K revealed that there will be a new storyline featuring the Wyatt Six and the late Bray Wyatt, stating an announcement is imminent. The storyline is said to be the most emotionally powerful narratives ever in the 2K franchise.
Okay.
It'll include a bunch of unused content from Bray himself and full segments featuring Uncle Howdy / Bo Dallas that designed to tell like a compelling story is what they're saying. So I'm excited to see what they do with that, especially the unused content from Bray. That's the part that really catches my eye the most. I know they were working on a lot of stuff didn't get released, and maybe we'll get some of that now.
Oh, okay, because remember they were supposed to have a whole theme story for 2020, right? And that didn't happen.
I don't know if they were supposed to have a whole Fiend story, but they had that bump in the night pack where you were able to fight at the crazy arena. That was pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Too bad the game was ass.
I didn't play it.
We did play it. You don't remember? We did a bump in the night one.
You did make me play that. Yeah. But I mean, it still had bugs, but it wasn't.
We didn't have that much problems when we played, actually, but it's still riddled with bugs with other parts, and I think it's still bad. I don't think they ever fixed it.
I wouldn't have tried.
But after that, Andrade and Phoenix beat Fraxium.
Phoenix.
There wasn't much to say about this match. It was the usual fast-paced, heavy spot match that you would normally see from like Phoenix, Andrade, and Fraxium, because they're all like these quick high flyers. Except for Andrade, he's not that.
Nathan Frazier needs to slow it down. Buddy's gonna like fly out the ring one day and be super hurt because he be going, bro. They need to retime who runs the boat.
There are some times where he scares the crap out of me.
He looks like a blur on the freaking camera sometimes. I don't even know what he's gonna do, but I was like, wow. He has a nice Phoenix splash though.
Oh yeah. After that, Priest let Black know that he had a match with Ron Killings that's going to take place tomorrow on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Obviously, there was tension growing.
I'm driving now.
There was tensions growing between the two, and they looked to be rising. So they had an exchange of words, and I can't wait to see what they end up doing with this. Obviously, they're going to end up in a match. Jimmy Uso answers the call to be Fatu's partner and help him take out his little brother, although they got the victory when Jacob went to dish out some more punishment from the top rope to the announced desk. Tala Tonga showed up and choke slam Fatu off the top rope. Jimmy tried to help, but the numbers gain was too much. Fatu was put through a table at the end of the show to close it out, and there stood tall the, I guess, new bloodline?
The New Bloods bloodline.
Well, before that too, in the beginning of the show, they had a nice little package of Solo where he said his family's complete now, and it was good, but I didn't want.
I got a question. Where you think they're gonna go with this? You think that Jacob's gonna get some help besides Jimmy? Like, could we finally see Zilla come through with Tama?
I don't know if Zilla's going to come through anytime soon. I don't know where you go from here, to be honest with you. They've done everything already, and I do like the whole U.S. Championship thing where Solo got it and he sat there bragging the whole show and was cracking up. Speaking of which, they got the #1 show on cable on 4th of July.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Of course, there was nothing else running except for like the the fireworks shows and stuff.
Oh, I mean, there's no basketball, no football, no nothing right now.
Yeah.
So there ain't too much competition.
Yeah, there was no competition. So they got first, and then I think it was third overall. So it's cool to see SmackDown get a little ratings boost, even though it was pre-recorded too. So, and normally people don't tune into pre-recorded shows, which is crazy.
Which is crazy because when we were younger, SmackDown was always pre-recorded.
Oh, I never watched SmackDown for like a long time.
You know what? I did that too. Like there was a period of time. I think like when around the time Triple H was champion on SmackDown, I wasn't watching SmackDown.
Yeah, I think that was the same time that I did.
And it's pretty sad because a lot of Taker's greatest matches happened in that period of time.
Oh, I know.
I was not watching SmackDown.
That was the only reason I did watch SmackDown was because of Taker.
Dude.
And Ray.
And Edge, that whole freaking...
Oh, wasn't Batista part of it?
Yeah.
Too? Yeah.
There was a lot of good stuff.
I don't know how long I wasn't watching it then, because I did watch it.
All I watched was Raw. Like, literally, all I would watch was Raw, which I regret. I'm going to have to hop back on Peacock and just live in 2005 to 2010.
I've already watched a lot of that stuff back.
Yeah,
I've had the network since,
2014.
Yeah, since it came out.
Before the transition,
yeah. So I missed the network, by the way. But moving forward, this does make me wonder the whole like Fatu and Solo thing, if it's gonna further develop tomorrow night, and they meet like at Saturday night's main event for like title rematch, because there's only about 4 matches, I believe, on the card so far. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But Jelly Roll will be making his appearance tonight on SmackDown this week. According to PW Insider, he's been training to make an in-ring debut. The report alleges tomorrow night we'll see the angle which will lead to his debut. Jelly Roll is expected to align with a top babyface for a match at SummerSlam.
Okay, that's cool. I'll give him that. If him wrestling looks anything like his chokeslam did, I guess I'm in. His chokeslam was okay.
His chokeslam.
Even if Austin Theory was the one who took it, it made it look good. So,
speaking of which, I miss Austin Theory. We haven't had him on TV.
He's about to blow.
Wow.
He's about to be a baby face. I can see it.
I miss Austin Theory. And Grayson Waller.
Hey, down.
Weren't they supposed to? I mean, they do show them in the back every now and then fighting. Is it finally going to be where they just meet up?
Well, yeah, it was because, I remember that whole segment where he threw A-Town down under the bus to fight Sheamus. So they kind of set that up. So I'm sure they're going to make that happen sooner or later.
Well, let's get into a couple predictions to close out the show as we get into the first one that's going to happen, which is, I believe, around 2 or 1 on Saturday, and that's the NXT Great American Bash. I think it's something like that. It might be 3. I'll have to look it up.
It's a lot. There's a lot of wrestling this weekend, bro.
NXT Great American Bash will obviously feature Obafemi against Inamura, and that one will be for the NXT Championship. Now, I kind of got into my kind of theory on this one with Josh Briggs saying that he will do anything in his power to make sure he loses the title. If you're going to do it that way. But I don't know if they are. I'm kind of iffy on if they are going to end up throwing it on Inamura, because I don't know. I just feel like there's others that are more viable for that title, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I think this would be a good. I mean, if they take the belt off of Obafemi, I can see him going to the main roster. I don't think he's going to stay.
Oh yeah,
that's one plus. And if he wins, then I mean that's another plus. You know what I'm saying? A day can go either way. It doesn't really matter to me.
I mean, I think they should take it off of Ova so he can go to the main roster. But, of course, do it in a sense where they cheat somehow. And I feel like if they do that, Inamura is going to end up being like a transitional champion or something.
You know what I would like to see? I would like to see a TNA wrestler win the NXT championship.
I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know, because, WWE has more swing in their deal, their partnership.
I mean, well, dang, man. I mean, give both companies some light, man. Have Moose beat the Inamura guy because he couldn't beat Obafemi.
I mean, they have grown quite a bit from last time because of their relationship. But the next one is the Falls Count Anywhere match between Ethan Page and Ricky Saints for the North American Championship. This one I really think they're going to end up giving to Ricky Saints, but with Ethan having the Vanity Project at his side, he might end up taking it. I think, now that I think about it, it's probably going to be Ethan.
Ethan is very cunning, so I'm sure it's going to happen.
It's probably going to be Ethan with help from the Vanity Project.
Dude, I don't like him.
I love Ethan Page.
Oh, wow.
Now, the NXT Women's Champion or Women's Tag Championship will be defended by What was that again? Oh no, North American Championship. Why Sol Ruka is going to defend her North American Championship against Izzy Dane. The Izzy Dane does have the culling behind her, but I feel like with Zarya in Sol Ruka's corner, she could still get the victory. But at the same time, it seems like they're kind of making those two seem like they might split soon, because they're like, not that they're bashing heads or anything, but certain remarks that they make, like little clips and stuff, that kind of seems like, oh, they're gonna go their separate ways soon. And this could be one of those. Maybe Zarya tries to help, messes up somehow,
and then she loses,
and that's how they end up, turning on each other. But I feel like Zarya would be better off turning heel and turning on Sol Ruka, which I would rather see that.
Yeah.
Rather than just like an accidental thing. But this one, I think the odds are in Sol Ruka's favor. I'd probably say Sol Ruka. Now, Jordan Grace is going to tag with Blake Monroe against JC Jane and Fallon Henley, which I didn't mention in the NXT rundown because Blake Monroe had Jordan Grace go to the spa and all this other stuff. I didn't mention it because, like, who cares?
Yeah,
I didn't. There was no point in showing any of that.
Yeah,
that was just a waste of TV time. But, anyways, Fightful is already reporting that there's already talks and discussions within NXT to turn Blake Monroe heel. She hasn't even been there as a face that long, but when you think about it, nowadays when people make their way to NXT or any other brand, they're face automatic.
Yeah, that is true.
No matter how heelish they are. And I'd rather see her be a heel than a face, and I think this would probably be the perfect time to do so, is get into Jordan Grace's good graces, and once she becomes champ, turn on her, because I'm pretty sure she's going to become champ. But that'll be Evolution that she has that match.
Yeah, well, Grace is winning.
Yeah, Grace is totally winning that one. But Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace, I'm sure, are going to end up beating Henley and JC Jane, just for the simple fact that this is one of Blake Monroe's first matches. I don't see why you would have her lose, because she only had, I think, one other match other than that.
That's Mariah May, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to make sure, because I was thinking.
Yeah, you're good. And they also, the other match on that card is the Javon Evans and Jasper Troy match. I think Jasper Troy is going to tear him apart, to be honest with you. I think they're going to end up giving Javon Evans some time off and writing him off too. That's just a prediction. That's all.
Spoiler.
I don't have no insight whatsoever. But yeah, what do you think on Javon Evans and Jasper Troy? Do you think Javon's going to get?
I mean, he was already hurt in NXT in the back.
Yeah, and then he got attacked again.
Yeah, so most likely he's gonna have like some offense, and then he's gonna have some offense going, some momentum, and then I don't.
He's just gonna cut him off.
It's just gonna end, and then he's gonna dominate in the whole match and win.
And then for Saturday night's main event, we have Gunther versus Goldberg for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther.
Goldberg.
We've been talking about this one quite a bit off mic because, this is kind of, I guess you could say, somewhat controversial in the sense of a lot are thinking that Goldberg's going to end up taking the title. He did say it was his last ride. He didn't say his last match. He did say last ride.
Bro, this
does take a while.
Retirement match. That's what I got from this. He said this will be my retirement match.
Did he say that?
I mean, I hope he said that. I remember
hearing that.
I hope I heard that.
But if this is his retirement match, then he's obviously going to do the job.
I hope so.
Because it's a retirement match. He's going to retire after. There's no sense in giving someone the title and they're like, oh, I retired. Let me just drop the title and it's vacant now.
He could pull a Hogan and like, I'm not doing the job, bro. I'm not.
But I don't know. If they do end up giving it to Goldberg,
Jay's winning the championship from.
Oh,
I'm telling you. I'll bet money on it, bro.
I hope Gunther gets it back if that is the case, and they have Gunther win clean.
He said, "Oh hell no!"
And then we have Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. This one was just barely developed at all.
I mean, they don't need no story. They have a freaking history.
Yeah, but I feel like this one you have to give to Drew.
I mean, yeah,
Drew hasn't won a match in quite some time.
He had duck and cheer toe, bro.
Do you think he'll go off the hinges and like attack him? Maybe bring in some weapons.
I mean,
anything like that.
That'd be cool. I want to see Drew snap.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. An unhinged Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Like he used to be.
Yeah. We need the Scottish psychopath back.
Yes.
Whiny little girl. Who's funny, though. He's hilarious.
Oh, he cracks me the hell up. Especially with his shirts. Cracking me up. But we also, of course, have that Seth Rollins and the LA Knight match.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure Seth is going to end up winning.
There's no way.
Bronson and Braun coming out.
Oh. Well, what if they don't write your boy Sammy out TV and shows up to help LA Knight?
I mean, I don't think that's going to happen.
They might as well have 3 War Games matches, fam, because I don't see any freaking way. They're going to have Seth Crew versus Jay LA Knight. Whoever else is messing with freaking Seth messing with Penta. Then they got Solo Sikoa and all that stuff going on. And then, they're going to do a women's one.
It's kind of hard to pick who's going to be on them.
Yeah, you might as well just have freaking 3 War Games matches. I don't know. It's just crazy, man. There's just so much stuff going on with all of them. And I'm kind of tired of this. Since Cody won the championship, this whole dynamic of Sammy always being in somebody's corner. Or Jay always being in somebody's corner. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like always trying to help somebody, I don't know. I just... There's so much stuff going on. I just know LA Knight's not winning, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not winning. Which is too bad. He had that short stint as the U.S. champ. And it was just like,
I mean, I know
he's dwindled down some.
I know they're gonna do something with him. They're just right now because he needs to win Money in the Bank. Like,
they should have had Rollins put up the Money in the Bank.
You know, I was thinking that the other day, bro. What if they pull like a freaking Mr. Kennedy on him, on Seth?
I don't even remember what happened with Mr. Kennedy.
Well, he was injured, so they had to take. He got misdiagnosed for an injury, so they had mixed diagnosed. Yeah. What's it called? Yeah, he fought Edge in a match, and Edge took the briefcase away from him.
Is that how that happened?
Yeah.
I can't even remember. It's been so long.
You didn't even know Goldberg fought Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, I know. Well, I mean, of course I'm going to forget it. It was like a minute and 50 seconds.
I forgot that he fought Bobby, like we were talking about.
Oh, I know. Poor Bobby.
Well, what else on the Saturday night's main event? That's it.
Yeah.
Evolution.
That's why I was saying I don't know if possibly we might see Solo and Fatu on the card too.
We don't know.
Only a 3-match card.
That is crazy.
And we still have SmackDown to go through, so there's still
they could add like a match or two.
I'd hate for them to add 2 though, because Saturday night's main event is too over convoluted with matches already in these past few ones.
Mm-hmm.
So
just make sure they don't have a freaking cage match, because I don't need Jesse Ventura popping a damn blood vessel because somebody walked out the freaking cage.
He's completely right though. But, like, when you think about it, he's completely right.
No.
That's what's wrong with wrestling.
It's funny because I had a friend come over and I was watching Saturday Night's Main Event. He was like, bro, I've never seen somebody walk through the cage. I was like, it happens a lot. Well, I've never seen that. I'm gonna get you never seen it.
Dude, it happened in the Attitude Era.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's been happening.
That's what I'm saying.
I've never cared for that.
No, me neither.
Like, the escape from the cage seems like more of a cowardice way to go out.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a perilous journey to get on the top of the cage and get down the cage to win.
I think you should just stay locked in there and it ends by pinfall or submission.
That too.
That's it. That's the whole point of being locked in a cage. To not escape. That's the whole point. No interference, and they can't get away from you.
True. I mean, but they have all these different... I mean, the cage door, going up the cage, going out of the cage. I get what you mean, though.
But, yeah. We'll see if there's any more matches added to that. Just for the simple fact that it only has 3. Now, WWE Evolution will take place Sunday. And that will have the Women's Championship match against Io and Rhea Ripley. Now, I would much rather have Rhea with the title. I like Io. I like her work. It's just, she doesn't cut it for me as champion. And it's just dumb to me, I swear, because people cheer for her even when they don't know what the hell she's saying.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I guess you can say she's over. Like,
I mean, clearly she's over. She's been over.
You don't need someone who they can to really stand and still being over is a pretty good feat. But when was her last title reign? When's the last time we saw her on TV doing something meaningful with the championship? It hasn't been too much.
Yeah, her title reign hasn't been that great.
She's just been accumulating days, fam. That's all she's been doing.
I don't know. I can't get behind it. That's just me. I would much rather have Rhea with the title because she's someone who can talk on the mic.
Exactly.
Who can, look like a dominant champion. You put Io up next to a lot of these women and she doesn't even reach their shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a better aesthetic in a sense. Now, the WWE Women's Championship match will consist of Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus, who she picked on
last week's
Raw.
SmackDown.
Was it SmackDown?
Yeah.
Okay. See,
we didn't even cover that.
Yeah, no, because no.
Nah, there was no build up.
No.
Except for the tag ones.
I just thought it was dumb that they got the chance to choose their opponents, period.
Yeah.
I just thought that was completely dumb.
Who won the Queen of the Ring tournament?
The Queen of the Ring? What's her name? Jade Cargill.
I can see something going down in their match with like Jade, and I mean maybe Naomi will try to like.
You know Naomi's gonna show up.
And then,
Naomi's gonna show up.
And then Jade's gonna like interfere and stop her from cashing in, or she does cash in.
I say Tiffy wins. I mean,
she kind of has to.
Don't give it to Trish. Like, why? Why is this match even on there?
Thank you, Trish.
Well, I get why it's on there because, they need to draw people. They didn't draw people in the first Evolution. But, I mean, is that entirely their fault? They were in Australia when they did that.
They didn't draw a lot of people for this one. They only sold like 400 some tickets, apparently, and they cut off the top section of the
I didn't hear about all that.
Yeah, they didn't sell a lot of tickets for this one. I mean, come on, bro. They got 3 shows in
Yeah,
2
how
days.
are you going to pay for all those shows? Main event itself is priced like a damn PLE.
I mean, because it is pretty much a PLE. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
it's like this is a pretty big card. I mean, it has Goldberg on it, fam. Like, everyone's going to want to see that. No one's going to go see. Some people are going to go see Evolution, like, the diehard fans.
Yeah.
But other than that, and it kind of sounds wrong for me to like say that because I mean these women do have star power. They are, they are part of the roster just like the men. They do bring something to the table too. You just can't book it like that.
Well, just have to wait and see if they draw views because, like I said, they didn't draw views last time, but they were in Australia, so that I can't even remember. I want to say it was like 6 a.m. or something.
Dude.
And I woke up just to watch it.
Yeah, I did that too. I was no, not it. I was glad to the state. I really dislike when I gotta wake up at like 11, not like 11 at night, or not 11 at night, like 4 a.m. to watch a pay-per-view. Bro, like come on.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna happen in Paris too. Clash in Paris, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, Clash in Paris is coming soon. I think there's some implications about Clash in Paris on the Evolution card, but I can't really recall, and I didn't write it down, unfortunately. But the NXT Women's Championship match will consist of the champ JC Jane versus Jordan Grace. Now, we've already talked about this. I believe Jordan Grace is going to win because whoever wins this one goes off to Slammiversary to face Masha Slamovich in a title match. Well, I don't know if it's title for title or it's just champ versus champ.
Jordan Grace, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's obviously gonna be Jordan Grace.
I've been a fan of Jordan Grace for a long freaking time. I remember when Chris showed me her on TNA, I was like, "Who is that?"
She came a long way. She really long way. It's good to see her in the spotlight finally, and I think she's gonna get a good victory in this one. I feel like she's gonna be dominant, but JC's gonna gain the upper hand with her crew. But of course, Jordan in the end will win the title. Speaking of which, since we're talking about former TNA talent, TNA president Carlos Silva has been making the media rounds recently, talking about the company seeking 10 million media rights deal, the thought of going live, and the boost they've seen since their relationship with WWE. In his most recent interview with Ariel Helwani, Silva revealed that they may be close to securing a deal, saying, quote, "We want to find a bigger platform. We've got CAA helping us. We're actively in the middle of it. If I could get a few things done, I'd love to tell you we're close. We've been working on it since the beginning of the year, really since I joined. It's already accelerated over the past 60 days, so we're working through it." End quote. with TNA seeing a bigger boost in the audience while they are live. The ultimate goal is to secure a deal so they can start running live 52 weeks a year. Silva thinks they can get a deal done within the 60 to 90 day window, and something will come up of the live events. Maybe not right at January, but sometime early next year.
Sounds good, bro. Like
TNA's been through so much.
Yeah, man, but
They asked about the sale too, though.
TNA is literally, oh, what about a sale?
Well, they just asked if they were still opening the selling, and he said, it's either keep it and grow it, or make it a spin-off in the Anthem branch. So it doesn't seem like he's really too keen on getting rid of it. He'd rather grow the product.
TNA's always been a little engine that could, bro. Like from 2002 to now, they've always had like their foot in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Some of the best wrestlers have came from TNA. They're still coming from TNA. You know what I mean? They're showing up on WWE, everywhere else. Yeah. And I'm happy for them because like I know they tried to do that whole thing with AEW and it kind of fell short.
Yeah. AEW kind of just like took the piss out of them the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah. I think the only good thing to come from that was Christian and Kenny Omega. But I'm just glad that they're doing better than what they're doing now with WWE.
Also, the Women's Intercontinental Championship match will be Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Lyra Valkyria. I'm hoping this goes to Bayley, to be honest with you. It's been a while since Bayley held gold. Bayley is an amazing talent. She's great on the mic.
I think that Bayley's gonna win, and they're both gonna turn on her. I feel like this is like a whole entire like plan.
I wouldn't mind seeing them both
heels
go heel on Bayley.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happen because Lyra's been a little more fiery lately.
I think Becky's gonna win it though. Still, I want Bayley to win, but ultimately I think Becky's gonna take it.
Big time Bex.
The WWE Women's Tag Championship match will consist of Raquel, Roxanne versus Bliss and Flair against Soruka and Zarya and the Kabuki Warriors. This one, I'm just thinking like, why take it off of Roxanne and Raquel?
Like I just said, I really think that the direction they should go in is have them retain,
be all buddy by the time Liv gets back,
and then she's nobody to them. That's what I feel like they should do.
I feel like that's the best route to go, but we'll have to wait and see. I do not want the Kabuki Warriors to win. I especially do not want Bliss and Flair to win.
What I want from Bliss and Flair is at least I want something to happen between them to where they have a feud. You know what I'm saying? At least something like that. I just wanted it to be. Because why pair them?
It is going to be nice to see Zarya and Soruku get a little of the spotlight in a major WWE PLE. I'm excited for that, though. Women's Battle Royal. This one is still yet to be announced on some of the people there. But so far, it's going to be Nia Jax, Stephanie Vaquer, Nikki Bella, Ivy Nile, Natalia, Maxine Dupree, Izzy Dame, Tatum Paxley, Kalani Jordan, Lash Legend, Lola Vice, Jada Parker, Zelina Vega, Julia, and then more to be announced.
Medusa.
You think she's going to show up? I wouldn't be surprised.
Lita.
You know what I'm waiting for?
Kelly.
Light it up. Light it up. Hell yeah.
Okay, at first I was like, who the heck? Yeah, that'd be fire. But unfortunately, my pick to win this.
You really think it's going to be Nikki, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I hope not, dude. I was watching her little promo that she did, kind of like the ones that LA Knight and Rhea did. And I just found myself thinking like, Man,
Why are you here?
why does she still wear that snapback like that? She looks like an old lady trying to look cool.
She is an old lady trying to look cool. She didn't look good on her when she was younger. I can't stand her. Oh my god. And bruh, if her sister comes back, I am turning the TV off.
That just
That's
just
why.
gonna end up-
That's why Liv isn't hurt. She just don't want to get kicked in the face by Brie again.
Oh hell! Damn, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Thought I forgot.
Crap.
I ain't never forgetting that.
Holy.
Oh, I hate
my
you.
god, that is horrible.
Or then it's just like screen goes black and then there's no sound sometimes when the screen's on. I'm like, oh, wow. Just let them cuss, fam. Just get it over and done with, because y'all messing up my TV time, bro.
Oh, I hate when the screen goes black because someone throws a finger. It's the worst. Now, on top of that, we have Jade Cargill and Naomi going at it. Of course, because, Naomi...
They have a match?
Yeah, they're going to have a match at Evolution.
Oh, okay.
So...
Didn't they do that already?
Did they do a match?
They did. I don't remember, bro.
I don't think they did.
I think so, and I don't think so.
But, yeah, it's going to be Naomi and Jade at the Women's Evolution pay-per-view. So, I would only think that Naomi would get, disqualified. That's what I think.
Yeah.
She's in her heel era right now. And, dude, she cracks me up. Some of the things she does just cracks me up.
Have you seen her Twitter?
Yes. That's what cracks me up. Hilarious. All the stuff.
She had the freaking...
The only thing is that takes me out of it was just like that one time that she sat there hitting the air while Jade was acting like she was getting hit.
I did see that. That was bad.
But other than that, I love Naomi. And I'd love to see her succeed too.
Me too, bro. I've always liked Naomi.
And with the Women's Evolution on the horizon, though, many are speculating who might show up. And Saraya, obviously the former Paige, has talked about her interest returning to the company in recent weeks. She mentioned how she misses the Paige persona, but according to Saraya, there have been no talks between the two. In her latest memoir,
Stop the Cap,
quote unquote, Hell on Boots, her latest book, she stated, quote, "It feels good to take a break from wrestling and then see the outpouring of love from people saying they want me back. I just want to get my feet wet outside of wrestling for a little bit and take care of myself this year. It's consumed my whole life. All 32 years of my life has been wrestling. So I just want to find myself a little bit outside of it next year and maybe come back."
I agree with that.
So
she's been through a lot in her career, man.
Well, yeah, and she's basically born into the business because her whole entire family wrestled. So, like she said, it's been a part of her life for over 32 years.
I know with her age being said, I know the young kids like to call us unks and stuff like that, but we're not that freaking old. But for what she did from the time she debuted to now, she's a legend, bro. And it's like what, 10, 15 years? Doesn't even feel that long ago, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I know. It's crazy.
It's insane, but she's done a lot. She's been through a lot in the ring, outside the ring. So I totally agree with that. I do like Saraya, so I can't say nothing bad about her.
And finally, to close out the show, we have a little information on that WWE Unreal series that is set to release on Netflix at the end of the month. There was a press release from Netflix, and the release read, quote, "For the first time ever, step into the WWE writer's room and outside the ring with your favorite WWE superstars, where the drama is just as intense offstage as it is under the spotlight," end quote. Now, the episode names have already been pushed out. Episode 1 will be called New Era. Episode 2, Push. Episode 3, Worth the Wait, Episode 4, Heel Turn, and Episode 5, WrestleMania. Each episode will have a runtime of 50 minutes.
I did see Dutch Mantel, aka Zeb Coulter, say that this was going to do nothing but hurt the business.
I mean, it's already out there either way. Everybody said that about Beyond the Mat.
Which I don't agree. That was a really good documentary.
Yeah.
Really good. I mean,
I still have it on VHS.
I watched it here with you.
Did you?
Yeah, you showed me that.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a really good documentary. I mean, I don't. If everyone says wrestling is scripted and fake anyway, nothing else is scripted or staged.
No one believes any of it is real aside from the kids that watch it. Even though I've told my kids many times that it's not.
It just it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they just...
Because wrestling is still real in some type of form, bro. It's just predetermined, but these dudes are literally doing anything and everything that these NBA players and football players don't do on a daily basis, 365 a year, 52 weeks out of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching Snitsky. He said it. He saw a survey and it said that a study that wrestlers go through like 200 car accidents a year.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so it's like, yeah, it's staged, bro, but
the hurt is real.
Yeah, bro. The passion for winning a belt is real. But you know, it means something to people. You know what I'm saying? Just like basketball and football means something to everybody else.
Exactly.
So I disagree with what he's saying. It's not going to hurt the business, bro. If everybody's been on the outside looking in for the past, 30, 40 years.
And how often do those people that are on the outside looking in look for inside content?
Yeah.
Like, as a kid, I remember I was fascinated with a lot of that stuff that went on in the back.
Yeah, it's to think about that too. I had a conversation with somebody because they just asked me, why do you still watch wrestling? I was like, bruh, you think about putting this big, extravagant show together. You get to pick who you want. It's like, it's like literally being a kid and like you got all your favorite wrestlers, you know, and you got your little ring. You can just book any match you want, bro. You know, you can do whatever you want. You know, like make them do whatever you want. It's just so cool. The lights, the camera, the action.
When somebody asks me that, I just say, "Why do you like the Avengers?"
True. And that too. Oh, wrestling's fake. Well, so is Spider-Man, bro.
But you love it.
Yeah.
So, like, who cares?
Robert Downey Jr. is, well, he kind of is Iron Man, but he's not Iron Man.
He kind of is.
You know. So, well, basically like that, bro. Even if you're a wrestler, you still live in the gimmick. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes a lot of the wrestlers have no aura, and you get your character, and that's who you are for the rest of your life. I mean, look at Ric Flair. He was supposed to be Dusty's cousin. And now, look at him now, wheeling, dealing. You know what I'm saying? Live the gimmick. And there's a lot of gifts and curses with that too. Same thing, same people, same like in sports. You know, everybody else has things they go through in wrestling too.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing, bro. Same exact business, just different things you do.
Well, that's all we're going to have for you today, folks. I just want to thank you all for tuning in. If you did tune in, if you didn't, then screw you. I'm just kidding.
I did not think he was going to say that. But yeah, what he said.
No, thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate all your love and support. We're glad to be back, and we love to interact with you guys once more. And I do want to say we are going to have to do that Bad Blood watch along.
I ain't forget about that.
Okay. I've already reached out to Nick. Let him know.
All right. Well, with that said, 1 letter, 4 words. No, it's I had to.
Anyway, that's all we have for you today, folks. We hope y'all have a wonderful weekend and y'all stay safe out there.
Yeet.
Yeet.